All I ask is your
Hello everybody and welcome to NieR Replicant. So, a lot of you wanted me to play this and I took a little bit of a break, but decided to do so. We're gonna get into this here in a minute, but obviously there's a lot of screens and cutscenes we gotta get through first. Oh, it's a Yona.
Are they gone?
Hey, you okay?
I think so. I'm sorry. It'll stop in a second. I promise. But what about those monsters? Are they gonna come back for me?
Don't worry, Yona. I won't let those things anywhere near you. Sit tight. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to eat. Oh, and Yona.
Yeah?
Don't touch that book. Not ever. Got it?
Got it.
And here we go. Here's more of them. Oh man, this is gonna be something. I haven't played this in so long.
How many of these things are there? They just keep coming. I won't let you lay a finger on Yona.
Ooh, ah. Come on, you can do it. Reach for the book. Do it! I understand that Shades must be able to hit really hard, but he crawls so slow.
Power. I need to protect Yona.
Boom! Nice. Probably one of the most fun tutorials, I think. Damn, look at that.
Stay away from my sister.
Magic time! LB for Dark Hand.
I won't let anyone hurt Yona!
Level up!
So this is the power of the Black Book.
Dark Blast. Hold the magic button to charge your attacks. Yep, I know. Altering their effect. Yada 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 yada. Level 4. Tamper Dark Execution, which actually is one of my favorite ones. I love Dark Execution. Press RT to perform an evasive roll. Yep, so do it after a sprint. It's alright, just give me the big one. Oh wait. Forgot it. Magic. Forgot the magic blasts. Who else? Oh, those things. I remember those things. Who else? Who else?
Yoda!
Boom. It's alright, I'll take you on. Trying to get a high combo hit, so I don't really care that I'm getting hit per se. So if you're like thinking to yourself, I'm doing bad, I just really just go for combos. I wasn't really thinking of anything else. But I guess that's not really important since I'm too far away and he's doing this little thing. I dodged the wrong way again. I have to remember how to do this, honestly.
Yona, talk to me.
It's okay. I'm fine. What about you?
Those guys were nothing.
Okay, good. Hey, by the way, look at this. I found it while you were gone.
Wow, is that a cookie?
Here. we can split it.
No, you take it.
No, you need to eat too.
Fine, I'll take the small half.
No, come on. You need to keep up your straight.
Yona! Yona!
Oh no. I'm sorry, I dropped the cookie. I didn't mean to.
Yona? Why did you?
You've always been the one helping me. So I just wanted to...
No. Yona! Yona! We need help. Please, somebody, we need help! Help us!
Say, there you go. I'm trying to think of what to say, because, like, I love the music in this game, and I don't want you guys to miss it.
Oh,
but
Yona.
obviously, there's a lot going on in a very short amount of time. But yeah, we'll get to a point where I can do a proper intro. Alright. Here in a minute. I swear. I swear I can get to it. Here in a minute. Oh, this music. 1,412 years later, and if you're confused now, you're gonna get a lot more confused.
All right, I'm heading out.
Can I come with you today?
Better not. I'm probably going hunting.
Okay.
But I'll bring you back a book from the library, okay?
Yay! Thanks!
I'll see you later. Try and get some rest.
Gosh, this music is the best. But anyways, here we go. So, hi, welcome to NieR Replicant, one of my all-time favorite games. I have played the quote-unquote original. I have played NieR. I've also played NieR Replicant before in its entirety, so I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler-free as possible. But towards the end, definitely, since there are multiple endings, towards the end I will try to give some explanation for this game, and the various parts of it that might seem confusing to some. But you guys have requested that I play this game. It is going to be a long series, so I really hope that you buckle up. Also, because there are a lot of people that are here from my NieR Reincarnation series, the app that is technically the third installation of the NieR series, I will be giving some explanations if there are some things related to NieR Reincarnation. I will try anyways, because I'm betting that some of you really want to learn about that. So I will go ahead and give some explanations when and where I can on those things. But ultimately, I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible. And then after this, I'm sure that you guys are going to want me to play Automata. But NieR Replicant is the first game in the NieR series. Technically, I guess, if you want to say. But it gets a lot more confusing than that, especially if you involve Drakenier. But NieR is the first in the NieR series, followed by NieR Automata, followed by NieR Reincarnation. Alright. Oh, she's so cute.
I'll be good while you're gone. I promise.
I know, Yona.
I'm sorry I'm so sick.
It's not your fault.
careful, okay?
I will do my best.
Love you.
I love you too, Yona. You're so cute. God, she's adorable. This game is terribly sad. Therefore, if I do go quiet at some point during the gameplay, it's probably because I'm trying not to cry, because I do tend to.
I should go to the library and see what Popola's up to.
Because I do tend to do that, so, oh man, but this brings me back. So, in this game, there's a lot to do, and it's actually pretty exciting. So, you can do farming in this game, and all of this can be upgraded into farmland, and using this farmland, you can grow vegetables, and you can grow flowers. Obviously, the main thing that this focuses on is growing flowers. I never wasted my time growing vegetables unless it was for a quest, but this is mostly for growing flowers, and especially trying to grow the lunar tier. If you're wanting me to grow the lunar tier, I've done it before, and no, I did not use time manipulation. I don't believe in that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't really believe in using time manipulation to get the lunar tier, so it took me about a year to get a lunar tier, because I did not use time manipulation, and it is all RNG. So I might do that in my own time. We will be catching all the fish, though, because I always talk about how my guilty pleasure is fishing, and that still holds true, so... Ooh, combos. Hi, Devila.
Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Devila.
You keep running around like that, you're gonna trip and fall on your face.
I think I'll be okay, but thanks for the warning.
For those of you that have played Automata but have never played Replicant, you're probably screeching right now if you didn't know that this existed. Or if you didn't know anything about Devila or Popola, especially when it comes to Replicant. But, yeah. God, I could listen to her sing all day, though. Look at this setting, though. I love it. Like, this town, all the ancient crumbling ruins and stuff. So gorgeous. I'm just gonna have a look around town, kinda show off the town, I guess. You'll be seeing it a lot. There are a lot of quests going on. But oh my gosh, like, so much of this town. I love it so much. We got the piggies. We're not able to fish yet, otherwise I'd probably already be doing that. So in this game, if you've played Automata, or, well, I guess, yeah, if you've played Automata, a lot of people go to Replicant when they find out that Automata is actually the quote-unquote sequel to Replicant, and then they're kind of disappointed because the game system is different. And it's different and yet not.
I hear that wolves show up a lot in the desert beyond the Eastern Road. Better be careful if you run into them.
But yeah, the gameplay is actually pretty similar, as far as, like, but the combat is not as fluid, and that's because NieR Replicant focuses not on just physical combat, but also the magical combat as well. And this is a remake, so this version of NieR Replicant is a remake. There was the OG NieR. So NieR was originally, it was originally released in two parts. Not two parts, but two versions. So the PlayStation in Japan got NieR, in which the protagonist was a young boy, like this, and the Xbox got a version in which NieR was an older gentleman, often referred to as Papa NieR. He was the father. And the thing is that the game was essentially the same. The only thing is obviously dialogue had to be changed because you were either playing as the brother NieR or the Papa NieR. Now, people have argued over which one is technically canon, and I'm going to break your hearts right now, okay? Yoko Taro has always said that he did not want a second version, alright? It was Square Enix that basically told him he had to have a second version, especially when it came to the American markets. The American markets back then, they weren't really high into anime games, especially games with young protagonists. And so when Square Enix saw what Yoko Taro was doing, they basically said, hey, what you have is good, however, we don't know how to sell this to Americans. And so what we want is we want you to make a game, or at least a different version, you know, because he wasn't about to swap his character. And they're like, we essentially want you to make it so that there's a big ol' macho man in it, okay? And Yoko Taro basically said, I don't like it, but you're my boss and you're giving me money, and I guess I have no choice. So Papa NieR, while both versions have been said to be canon by Yoko Taro himself, because obviously NieR is a multiverse, therefore it's not impossible to think that this is how it is. While Yoko Taro has said that it is a multiverse and that both versions are canon, the actual canon version of events, like the canon story, is Yoko Taro's original idea, which is Brother NieR, which is the young man. This game happens in two halves. There is the first half of the game, and then there is the second half of the game. That's why when you're going for the multiple endings, it starts you over at the second half of the game. I'm not gonna say what happens in the second half, per se. Aw, kitty. I'm not gonna say what happens in the second half of the game, per se, but I will say that the theme of this obviously is meant to be split into two parts because it is a transitional period. And it makes a lot more sense with Brother NieR than it does with Papa NieR. And obviously, you know, the bond of father and daughter is, you know, stronger when it comes to American audiences. They see that as the stronger, more loving relationship, which is why a lot of people consider that to be more canon. But the bond between brother and sister can be just as powerful because of family and the struggles that family goes through. So if you want to know what's actually truly canon, there's a reason why in the remake we did not get Papa NieR, and it's because Brother NieR was always supposed to be that main character. It was never supposed to be Papa NieR. Now, if you did play the original, you were probably mad that the remake was Brother NieR, because all Americans got was the father version. But Papa NieR makes a sort of quote-unquote cameo, I guess, in this game, when it comes to the DLC. However, like I said, this is a remake of, you know, the PlayStation version, the Japanese PlayStation version of the game, which is meant to be the original version of the game. So, with that being said, another reason why people don't like Replicant as much as they like Automata is because this remake is literally just a remake. It is faithful to the original game. It just kind of polished a few things. So a lot of people find that the combat is a lot more sluggish, and they don't like that as much.
The sheep in the northern plains are usually gentle, but if you chase them, they'll sometimes turn and attack you. Mutton is an important food source to the people of this village, but we often get injured while hunting.
Some of the gate guards make a habit of coming home late. They claim to be working, but I think they all slip off to the tavern and get hammered. It's not right, I tell ya.
Hey, they're working hard, you know?
I'm all by myself because Mom and Dad are working. And I'm bored.
I'm sorry, kid.
How's Yona? Sure wish I had a nice girl like Yona in my family.
Make sure you stock up on necessities before heading out to hunt.
Do I even have any money? Yeah, I have 100, but I don't need anything. Actually, forest map? Oh, those are 500. Ooh.
Come back anytime.
That's a lot.
Oh, you aren't out hunting today?
I'm getting ready to. I'm just seeing what was up. Anyways, with those explanations out of the way, I will go ahead and go to the library. I was just getting some items. Now, items do show up as glowing orbs on the ground, so if you see me just kind of looking around, there's a reason for it. There are several supplies because, like Automata, this game requires you to upgrade your weapons, and some weapon upgrades are just plain items, some are super rare and are really annoying to find. So I pick up any glowing object on the ground. Most of the time in this town it'll be a berry or a medicine, but occasionally you'll find like an egg or something. It's all RNG either way. This guy.
Visiting Popola again today?
Every day.
I'm coming to see you today, Popola. I promise.
Yeah, good luck, guy. I hate to break it to you, but it would never work out. Devil and Popola came to keep me company today. They even sang a song for me. It was really great. I need to practice so I can sing to NieR when he gets back. Now, if you see this library, and again, I'm going to bring up Automata, there is a certain ending in Automata where this library will look very familiar.
These books speak of ancient technology far beyond anything we could ever imagine. What could have happened to this world?
That's a good question.
Mother and father are very busy, so I have to watch my little brother. But I don't mind. He's pretty cool, and we like to come here and look at the books.
Seems like people did nothing but write books in the old days. And I can't read them either. They're all written in funny languages.
I love the music in this game. I literally would just play this game just to listen to the music. It has like the best OST. Hello.
Good morning. How's Yona doing today?
Her cough's still pretty bad.
That's worrisome.
I know. I keep hoping she'll at least get a little better, but I don't know. I feel like I'm failing her.
Oh, stop that. You're the finest brother a girl could hope to have. Anyway, I was hoping you might take care of this for me. I got a request from someone in the shopping district. They need you to get some mutton from the northern plains.
Got it. I'm on my way.
Since you're going to the plains, let me give you a map. Trust me, it'll come in handy. Oh, and one more thing. Would you mind purchasing 3 medicinal herbs from the client while you're at it? I used my last one earlier. Here's some money.
Popola, this is way too much.
Well then, buy some for Yona while you're at it.
You don't have to...
It's okay. Really.
Thanks, Popola. For everything.
What's this all about?
Just the way you and the other villagers always take care of us. We really appreciate it is all.
Think nothing of it. People need to look out for each other, right? Besides, everyone here wants to see Yona healthy and happy. So hang in there, okay?
I will.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we're off to get muttons. I love the plains, so I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, Yona.
Yona?
Oh, hey.
Yona, you're supposed to be in bed. See, now your ribbon's all undone.
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd see if the library had any books about how to cure my sickness.
Yona, look, don't worry. You're gonna be fine. You just need to eat and rest. If you take good care of yourself, you'll get better.
You really think so?
I know so. Anyway, I've got work to do, so I need you to head home. Deal?
Deal.
Go straight home, okay?
I will.
She's so cute. It's really gonna be hard to do commentary on this game, just because I know so much about it.
People say the world is dying. Populations continue to fall, while plague and disease run rampant. If that wasn't enough, monsters called Shades now roam the land as well, threatening our very lives. But I can't let any of that distract me. My sister is sick, and my only goal is to ensure that the two of us survive. It's not easy for a pair of kids to live on their own. But the villagers have been kind to us, and despite everything, somehow I feel like we're gonna be okay. We have to be. There's no other choice.
Aw, cute little optimist. Now the thing is Popola did give us some money, but the medicinal herbs, as you've been seeing, we're able to just pick them up. because they're scattered around the village. So usually the best thing to do is to just pick them up around the village. Once you have 3, you can of course turn them in for the quest. You can use the 1,000 gold for weapons, or you can get them for the various maps that you need to buy. So usually what I'll do is I'll buy the maps first. I'll do that, and then I'll kind of just go from there. I also love how when you get close to her, she'll start singing, but then when you walk away, the music stays, but she's just not singing. It's tiny details like that that I just adore. Because they don't do stuff like that hardly anymore, you know? At least, not that I've noticed. And this RPG, like, oh man, I love a good RPG, but this is my favorite type. Like, don't get me wrong, I love, like, you know, classic Final Fantasy and stuff. I mean, it's classic. It's classic for a reason, you know? But there's just something just so special about this type of RPG. You know, where it's, like, kind of free roamish in a way. So yeah, that's my favorite.
Welcome! We've got a wonderful line of weapons to choose from.
Alright, let's see what you got. The Lily Leaf Sword and Beastbane. Obviously,
Thanks for your...
not getting anything right now, but at least we kind of know what we need to look for. So this is a game where if you want all the achievements, or if you want the achievements and stuff, you're gonna have to buy all the weapons, you're gonna have to upgrade all the weapons. There is a way that you can kind of soft lock yourself out of getting some things, so you have to be careful.
You must be the kid Popola sent. I need 3 pieces of mutton as soon as you can, alright?
Yep. I actually wanted to buy stuff, but you know, I'll buy stuff after. Yona's doing okay. But during this series, if you guys have any questions that you want me to specifically, like, answer for you, I will do my best to do so. I would say just go ahead and leave them in the comment section. That would probably be the best. So, I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for NieR. I better start working on a new recipe. Oh boy. Oh man. I used to listen to this song on repeat at work because it is one of my favorite songs. Okay, so this is just teaching us about the lock-on feature. I don't really need it right now, but it will be better. It will be... Now, the only thing is that when it comes to the corpses, so basically anything that you kill, you can actually gather from. The only problem is that if you look away or walk too far away, the corpses can disappear. So, you want to just make sure that you are getting as much stuff as possible. Now, we are going to get more than the 10 pieces of mutton, because this is a game where, after so much experience, you do gain levels, but likewise, money, super important. I have to try not to hum, because I'll usually sing along with this, and I gotta remember not to do that. But yeah, I'm sorry for being so absent. I did need a mental health break. Work was just a little stressful, and after finishing Okami, I really just wanted to take a break. I'm still going to continue with Pokemon False Red, those sorts of things. But for now, I
better get this mutton back to the village.
No. We're gonna work more. We're gonna do more. We're gonna do more things. But yeah, now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I plan on recording more of this. I'm going to try and do, I guess, an every other day if I can. I might take a few breaks here and there. Ooh, the goats. Goats will kick your butt. So, I approach these things from the side, because if you approach them from the back, they will kick you. They don't headbutt as much as they like to kick, so you'll often see me approaching from the side, because, yeah, I'd rather not get kicked. But yeah, I actually did, I played the Replicant Remake first. When I started getting into the NieR series, I really did it backwards. I'm not even kidding. I actually started with Reincarnation, Because here's the thing, I had heard about Replicant. I had watched a YouTuber play, like, a little bit of Replicant. He didn't get very far in it, though. He only got, like, a few episodes in and then decided he wasn't really a fan of the game, which was really disappointing. And, there was a character compilation. I'm just looking for items, by the way. There was a character compilation, like, way back in the day, that had shown off, the character Kaine. And she's one of the characters we'll encounter in this game. And I realized really quickly that I just adored this character. I adored her design, her attitude, and I started learning about Replicant. Well, I kind of forgot about it in the years to come, and I then, you know, like I said, it kind of was like out of sight, out of mind. And then I started playing Reincarnation because I had started to, this was a little while after I got through the NieR raids in Final Fantasy XIV, and I started researching NieR Automata, and then that's when I got the ad on Facebook for NieR Reincarnation. So then I start playing NieR Reincarnation, and then I start, like, looking into the NieR series again, and then I remembered Replicant, and I was like, oh, that one's the first one, though. And, so I bought NieR Replicant because they had just, the remaster was, like, it wasn't even, like, a year old, I don't think. Yeah.
Let's go.
But yeah, so I did that, and, there's two lizards over there. I want them. I love how you just pick them up and it's like, ah, lizard tail. But yeah, so then I got the remake, and I played Replicant Remake. I then played Automata. Meanwhile, I'm still playing Reincarnation. And then I went back after beating Automata and started playing the OG NieR on the Xbox. So I was kind of all over the place when it came to playing the NieR series. But most of you guys already know that I spent 2 years of my life dedicated to playing NieR Reincarnation. I'm pretty well versed in the Drakenier universe. So if you guys ever have any questions that you want me to kind of cover, like I said, if you ask them in the comment section, I can try and type it in there, but mostly you're just gonna hear me ramble about it here and there. When there's lore stuff that's kind of relevant, I might bring it up, as long as it's not too spoilery. Kind of like with Okami, because I have played this game so much, there's not really anything that's gonna come as a surprise to me. I already know everything that happens, because I've played this game all the way through, even to the true ending. So, I don't know. There might be some things I forget, but ultimately, like, I still remember all this stuff. It's just a matter of whether or not my brain retained the more important specifics of certain things, but, oh yeah, that's right, the bridge is out. But yeah, if you'll notice, obviously this was a bridge at one point. It is broken, but look at this. Like, isn't this gorgeous? Like, so pretty. And this music, man, like, peak. It was good in the original, too, because I've heard some people saying that they like the original soundtrack better. The original soundtrack is gorgeous, too, but man, like, this stuff, super crisp.
Damn. What are Shades doing so close to town?
Some of you might be going, use your magic! Here's the thing, we don't have magic. And if you're like, but the one tutorial, you were like level 30. Yeah, that's great and everything, but that doesn't matter anymore.
I had no idea Shades were loose so close to the village.
And some of you might be like, oh, but it was 1,423 years. Yes, in the future, not in the past. Though everything looks like it's old and medieval right now, this is actually the future. This is not from before. But yeah, I have no magic currently. All I can do is use my sword and dodge. And you might be asking, what happened to your magic? Well, what if I told you, this character has never had magic? He doesn't even know what magic is. Now you might be even more confused. And that's great. I want you to be that way. You're going to suffer the way I suffered as we tried to figure this stuff out. That's just how it goes. This game is a trip, that is for sure.
I can't even go hunting in peace anymore. Time to get this meat to the shopkeeper.
I like how he's like, I can't even hunt in peace. And he's all sad, and then he's like, well, time to get this mutton to the shopkeeper. I will always go this route because there are different locations where items can spawn kind of randomly. So if you see me make like a wide swoop, it's because the various things, the various items, they can appear in random places. Like sometimes there'll be items by the shore, sometimes they're not there. Sometimes there'll be items by the gate, sometimes they are not there. Sometimes there's items behind the brick wall over there near the pigs, and sometimes it's not there. So I'll usually make like a wide sweep of places. Just because the items might be there, they might not be there. And then once I figure out that they're not there, I kind of move on to the next section. So, berries. I like my berries. Keep singing, Devila. It's gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Not as gorgeous as Kaine, but you pretty though.
Here's that mutton you wanted.
Oh, thank you. You wouldn't believe how popular this stuff has been lately. Oh, and this isn't much, but I'd like you to have it. And tell Popola I said thanks, okay?
You got it.
600 gold, nice. Alright, now.
Make sure you stock up.
Buy. Alright, I want to buy this map, and this map. Might as well just have it.
Come back anytime.
Mm-hmm. Alright, this lady's not buying mutton yet. There's a lady that'll buy mutton if you just sell it to her. You have to get like so many pieces of it and then she'll buy it off of you. It's a good way to make money, but I still think that getting money via fishing is easier.
Hope Yona gets better. The damn floodgates keep breaking down. I fix them, but they just refuse to stay in place.
Whoa. There we go. Now this, obviously this game does have destructive, or items that you can destroy. A destructible environment.
That big wheel moves because of water. Pretty cool, huh?
I wish my kid was half as well behaved as Yona.
Alright, that one doesn't break. I knew that there was one that didn't break, but mostly it's just the boxes that break. Now you did notice that we got the gourd seed. As I said, you can farm. So farming is a thing that you can do. We'll probably have to do it a little bit later. Most of it I'll just do on my own time. Whoa, that was a bad idea. If NieR lands in the water, he will drown. So, yeah, we're gonna try not to do that. There is no swimming in this game. You do not swim, you sink. So we're gonna try not to do that. But we are going to go... Why is she blue? Oh, that's mine. Oh, it's because that. I haven't looked at the mini-map in a minute because I already knew where I was going, so I'm trying to remember the icons. I keep pulling out my weapon. I keep thinking I'm playing a different game. Alright, there's no item over there this time. Today, Popola sent me a new book about a great big tree. I really hope it has a happy ending. There's nothing worse than a sad tree.
I delivered the mutton. Oh, and here's your herbs.
Great. That should help with the food shortage. And thanks for the herbs, too. That's all for today. You should hurry back to Yona.
Thanks.
Alright, and I don't think that there's any more quests to do right now. I am going to look up here because I know that there is one person that gives out quests, but I think we have to get to a certain point. Yeah, it's her, but we have to get to a certain point before she'll let us do it.
Popola asked me to organize the books, but I had no idea there were so many. I never should have taken this job.
That's alright, I'll come back to help you eventually. Hi. Yeah. Do you say anything new?
These books.
No, okay. Eventually he says something different, so that's why I was just checking. Now, these are going to be longer episodes, so about what Okami was, I would say an hour, 15 minutes. Sometimes they might go over, especially if I'm in a cutscene. This game is very story-heavy, so I was really hoping that I could do, like, a better, like, intro for it, but at the same time, I didn't really expect that they wouldn't play the original intro that's on the Xbox. I don't know if I had to start a new file first or what. So, maybe next time. But then again, I guess it saved us from some spoilers.
Welcome home. How'd it go today? Anything exciting happen? 'Cause I just stayed here all day like you told me to. I tried reading books, but I finished all of them. So if you have any fun stories, you should tell me.
Well, Popola told me about a legendary flower called a lunar tear. Have you heard of it?
Lunar tear.
That's a silly name.
No, it's not.
I guess. But people say finding one will make you rich beyond your wildest dreams. If I ever found one, I'd buy you so many cookies your stomach would hurt.
Could a lunar tear make me better?
Sure. With that kind of money, we could buy the best medicine around. The kind that'll cure anything. Yona? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Good night.
Bad idea, NieR.
Okay, I'm off to Populus. See you later. And please stay out of trouble today, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
The lunar tear.
Mm-hmm. Don't get any silly ideas, Yona. Alright, we can pick up 3 more medicinal herbs. We can carry 10 on us at a time. The medicinal herbs are basically the potions of this universe, so you always want to have some on you. There is a quick menu to use them as well in battle, so that's always really good. Alright, there's none right off the bat, so I'm just gonna ignore that for now, because we won't really need them for a minute. We'll need them later for sure, but there. That at least makes up for one of them.
Young people always drive themselves forward, but it's important to take a step back and look around sometimes.
That is true. That is very true. That's good advice, old man. I'm gonna learn to make awesome food for NieR. So a lot of these entries, they are basically the same. So you're gonna see a lot of repeat ones. Occasionally there will be a new one, and then there are some special ones that show up.
Hey, Popola. Need a hand with anything?
I do have something, but I don't know. It's going to be a bit of an ordeal.
I'm sure I can handle it.
Aren't you confident? Well, you know the little wooden bridge out in the northern plains, right?
The one where the pillars all rotted out?
Exactly. We had a team of carpenters working on it, but they were attacked by shades.
Wait, really? But it's so sunny there.
Yes, I know. Apparently, it was overcast that day, and the shades caught them off guard. One of the carpenters was seriously injured, but they can't move him so long as the shades are there.
I'll go take him out.
If you're up for it. It could be really dangerous.
I'll be fine, Popola. I've been training every day. I'm as strong as anyone in the village. Heck, I killed a bunch of shades by the village gate just yesterday.
Oh? That's a bit disconcerting. Anyway, are you sure you want to take this job?
Yep, I got this.
Alright. Oh boy. So we're gonna go ahead and take that. I want to see... Has this quest finally opened up? Can I now do, like, little quests? No. Alright, she still doesn't have anything for me. So we're just gonna go ahead and move this along. So shades, from what you just heard, whenever it is sunny, they cannot exist in the light. That is why they're called shades. They're essentially shadow-like. So where there's light, like pure sunlight, they cannot exist. They have to exist in when it's overcast or, you know, things like that. So they can exist in the shadows, in the actual shade, in overcast weather, in the nighttime, that sort of thing. Kind of think of them in a way like vampires, though they don't really, you know, suck human blood or anything like that. I am gonna get more mutton. You're probably gonna get mad at me, because every time I come out here, I'm going to get more mutton. But you'll see why. Because there will actually come a point in time where I will not be able to get mutton. And while I don't technically need it for much, there are things I do need mutton for, and I'd rather have an overabundance than an underabundance. Like with most of my other series, there are going to be things that I will do off camera, so to say. You know, leveling, getting certain items, I'll probably do that. This game is extremely grindy. If you've ever played Automata, then you already know that sometimes when you're farming for specific weapon parts, it is extremely hard to get those parts due to the RNG. So it requires a lot of grinding, a lot of going to the same areas, killing the same enemies, and hoping they drop that one item that you need. So when I am grinding for certain things, I probably will not do that on camera. I'll probably just do it in my own time. And then, you know, come the next video, I'll be like, hey, I spent like 3 hours doing this, you know? So I'll probably do that with mutton. I always make sure that before the second half of the game, I've got a steady supply. Alright, here is the bridge, and there are the shades. Now I think, deflecting, LT at the right time, I think that the combat is actually really good in Replicant, but some people consider it way too slow. I don't consider it that way at all, but I don't know. Some people just see it that way. Level up. Ooh, item.
Okay, that's all of them. That should take care of the shades for a while.
Thick dictionary. Now, I would keep in mind the type of items that the shades are dropping. If you've never looked up NieR, and here's the thing, don't spoil it for yourself, okay? Here is my recommendation for this game, okay? If you are watching me play this because you have never, ever played NieR Replicant yourself, and or you've never looked it up, okay? Say that you're just getting into the NieR series and you're just curious about it. Do me a favor, okay? One, do not look anything up right now, okay? You can look it up later, but do yourself a favor. Don't spoil this game for yourself. As we play through it, I'll make a nod to some things that maybe you should pay attention to, like I just did with the item of the shades. But you're gonna get more out of this game if you've not spoiled yourself. I'm the type of person that hyperfixates on things and I obsess on things. And because I obsess on things, I tend to look too deep into stuff before I experience it myself. I'm not going to say that I got less out of this game per se, because I looked up stuff ahead of time, but definitely the shock of the game and how it shocked a lot of people back in the day, I don't think that's something that can be replicated, pun intended, because the internet kind of spoils us a lot, because we can just look up stuff right away and we don't have to wait to experience certain things. So do yourself a favor, don't look up anything right now, wait until we get through at least the first ending, which is ending A, and then you can start to like spoil yourself if you want, because you're gonna have a lot more questions than you are gonna have answers. Likewise, when it comes to the comments, I would say beware, because there will be spoilers in the comments. I will try and put a spoiler warning before posting stuff if you guys do ask me specific questions. I will try doing that ahead of time for you guys, so that you know not to read that specific comment. But yeah, just be aware that there's a lot of spoilery stuff, and a lot of the people that are wanting to watch this, they already know all about NieR Replicant. They just probably haven't played it themselves. Because for a lot of people, the gameplay was too slow, and because it was not enough like Automata, it just couldn't hold their attention, so... but yeah, definitely, like I said, do yourself a favor, don't spoil yourself. Join me in this amazing journey. We can experience it together, and cry together, and have a bad time together. While having a great time, you know? Does that make any sense? The big tree is important as well, by the way. There's so much. Nowadays, because I've played all these games before, I see so much, and I'm like, oh man, I didn't know that was important at the time, or I didn't know what it was gonna be like at the time.
You're back!
Hey, Popola.
Did everything go alright? Were you hurt?
I'm fine.
Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried. I felt like I sent you into a really dangerous situation, and if something had...
Popola, look at me. I'm fine.
I know, it's just... I'm just relieved is all. Oh, here. Those carpenters left some money for you.
Wow, thanks.
Go buy something nice for Yona, okay?
1,000 gold.
Oh, speaking of Yona, she came by this afternoon.
What? She was supposed to stay home.
I think it's okay. She just wanted to ask me a question.
About what?
She was asking about the outside world.
You mean outside the village?
Exactly. She seemed excited, too. Poor thing was talking a mile a minute.
She's probably been getting nutty ideas from some book again.
Don't worry. I made sure to remind her she isn't allowed beyond the gates.
Thanks.
But she was worried about you, so you'd better hurry home.
Yeah, I will. Thanks again.
Alright. Playa. I love the loading screen too. But yeah, Toy House did such an amazing job of bringing this game back to life. I mean, because the original actually doesn't look bad, it's just it's so blinding, that's the only thing. It's a really bright game. So I'm glad it was toned down for this one, you know? And I love how it changes from, like, 2D to, you know, 3D to 2D.
Yona? Where'd she go? Maybe she's still at the library.
Uh-oh. Someone's not home. But we didn't see her at the library. I don't have any mail either. Nope. Not here.
Doesn't look like she's here. I'd better go ask Popola.
That's a good idea.
Hey, Popola? I can't find Yona.
Really?
You have any idea where she might be?
She stopped by earlier today, but that was a while ago.
Did she say anything?
She just asked if I knew where lunar tears grow. She's so cute. I told her how they used to grow around the lost shrine long ago.
Why is Yona asking about lunar tears? Huh? Oh, crap.
What's wrong?
Yesterday, I told her that story about how lunar tears can make you rich.
Oh.
Then we got to talking about how we could use the money to buy medicine to make her better.
You don't think she...
I think that's exactly what she did. I have to go find her. What's the fastest way to the lost shrine?
Through the eastern gate.
Got it. Yona, I have to get to the eastern gate.
And notice how the music just kind of stops. So I love how this game kind of gives you atmospheric cues. So when stuff's like really dangerous, they're not going to sit there and be like, oh, look at this beautiful music or anything like that, right? It's going to let you know that you need to get a move on. And it's something that I can appreciate. So up here is the eastern gate, but we're not going to go there just yet because obviously this episode's kind of gone on long enough for now. Alright, so this is going to be our introductory, but I will get into the second part soon enough. You won't have to worry about that. I'll probably record 2 or 3 parts tonight. So, but yeah, anyways, if you're liking the series and if you want to see more, go ahead and leave a like. I am so happy to be back into this universe again. It's already bringing back so many of the feels. Like, I literally, between Reincarnation, Replicant, and Automata, I lost, like, I wouldn't say I lost, but I spent so many hours just, you know, wandering about, getting all the story, learning about the universe, finding all the secrets, that sort of thing. So, like I said, it's an amazing series. If you've never played it yourself, then you definitely should. But, yeah, so if you have any questions, like I said, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. I'll either discuss it in a video when it's relevant, or I will go ahead and reply to your comment. Make sure that you're leaving spoiler tags if you are spoiling something, because not everybody knows about this series. But thank you guys so much for your continued support on my channel. It really means a lot to me. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, ciao you guys.